And how are guys? Welcome back to another music review, and for once it is not NCT 127. We are finally moving on to a different sub-series. This, instead of the K-pop chat or the album requests, we are instead looking at my liked songs list, which is a list of songs I have compiled, which I've liked since 2018. I've added them to a list. It's 437 of them. We're going to go through from the oldest to the newest that I've added and review each album that they've come from. And number one on that list was New Funkadelic, which is from the Ice Cube album Everythang's Corrupt. And therefore, we're going to be going through the Ice Cube album catalogue. Now, as a preset, I think Ice Cube is one of the greatest rappers of all time. I think possibly the greatest. I think he has an incredibly good back catalogue as well. Even his more recent stuff, I think, is solid. And I'm excited to get into listening to the full album. Because I have never listened to the full Everythang's Corrupt album. I'm sure it's going to be great, because I can't really think of any album that's genuinely bad that I've listened to. Though I haven't listened to much of Cube post 2000 stuff he's made, other than this album. So, starting off with it's an opening intro of about 37 seconds called Super OG, and then we'll move into the first track. So, and that was Arrest the President, and oh my god, I do love that song. I do. I really do love that song. Just quality opener as well for the album. Fantastic. Whoa, what do I give it? I reckon it's an 8. I reckon it's an 8 out of 10. It's an absolutely fantastic opener to the album. Next up is a song I've not heard before, Chase Down the Bully. So hopefully this one's going to be a good follow-up to that, because it's hard to follow up something as aggressive as Arrest the President with something else. That was Chase Down the Bully, which was very good. Very happy with that one. It was good. Nowhere near as good as Arrest the President. But it was good. I thought that was an enjoyable song. Interesting beat choice, though. I'm not sure if I like that part of the song. Still solid, though. I think it's a 6. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I just realised I didn't put Chase Down the Bully here. 6 out of 10. Really solid. Next up is Don't Bring Me No Bag. Not heard this one either, to be honest. I don't think I know any of these songs up until Firewater, which is the number 7 on the album, which is track 6. I don't know any of them till that one. And that was Don't Bring Me No Bag, which was fine. Not my favourite from Cube, to be honest. It was fine. The beat was good. I thought the flow was okay. The chorus was like, "Don't bring me no bag." I don't know about that. Don't know about that one. Not Cube's a good rapper. I'm not sure if he's a good singer. I don't think singing's his forte. But it was fine. Fine track. 5 out of 10. I thought it was fine. Next up is Bad Dope. Bad Dope. And that was Bad Dope by Ice Cube. Similar to Don't Bring Me No Bag, it was fine. The beat production was really good. I think it was probably Cube's weakest lyrically. I don't know, I just didn't find... He was going fast. But I don't feel like there was anything kind of hard-hitting there, really. Nothing that kind of grabbed me. But fine, still a completely fine song. Um, Nothing so far has been bad, which is what I was concerned about, and I feel like I've been kind of shown. Oh, you know what? I had no need to worry because Cube is one of the goats, and he doesn't need to worry about making bad songs. Next up is On Them Pills, which is another song I haven't heard, and then we'll be on to Firewater, which I have. So hopefully this will be good. That was fucking weird at the end there. That was On Them Pills. That was probably the weakest so far. Clearly a commentary on pill usage, right? Very like obvious on the surface about it, about kind of like how that's the popular new thing and all that. It kind of felt a little bit forced. The lines, the bars he was using weren't quite. They have a punch to them. They kind of just felt like we know, we know that kind of thing, which is unfortunate. I didn't think the production of that one was great. I did not think that the beat was good at all. Really unfortunate. I think that's probably a 4. Genuinely did not enjoy that one very much. Next up though is Firewater, which I haven't heard for a few years. To be fair, it's been about 3-4 years, but I remember liking this song, so hopefully it'll be good. And that was Firewater. Let me turn the light on. There we go. You can see me a little bit better now. Yeah, really good. A lot better compared to the previous couple of tracks, which were kind of average. Some of them were. It was kind of going a little bit downhill, but it has recovered a lot in that track. Really like the beat. The beat on it's really like heavy and really gets to you, but it was strange how the verses were like really well, like flow really well. Like Cube does really good job on those, but the chorus is just like it's almost like they put a placeholder in and didn't change it. It's really strange. I'm gonna give it a 6. I feel like if it much better chorus, that would have been up to a 7 or an 8. That was really good. Other than just the strange chorus, which kind of drags it. Next up is Streets Shed Tears, which I don't know this one. And that there was Streets Shed Tears. It was fine. I'm not too sure the female vocalist was on the chorus. They were fine. I think they probably. I feel like that was like it did its job. It did its job. It's kind of like the best I can say about it. Nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy. I think it's a 5 out of 10 really. Cube did what he needed to do. The beat was fine. It kind of felt a little bit underbaked. And the female vocalist, whoever that is, did a fine job on the chorus as well. Next up is Ain't Got No Haters, featuring Too Short, which is good to see. Classic. This is the most played song on the album, by the way, 54.6 million. I've heard this song before. I thought it was good, but that was a few years ago. That was Ain't Got No Haters featuring Too Short, and yeah, I mean that was a great time. That's a good song. Really good verses from Too Short and Ice Cube in that one. The chorus is fine. I think you kind of get, oh yeah, that's good, and then after you hear it the third time, it's like, oh yeah, it's alright, I guess. Beat's really nice, old school feeling, really good. I think it's a 7. I don't think it's quite an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's quite Arrest the President level, which is proper bump in that one, but it was good. I'll give it a 7. That one. That was a good track. Next is Can You Dig It? Yep. We're over halfway now, so we're getting to the end. And that was Can You Dig It? Just, that was really surprising how good that was. Really caught me off guard. The beat on it is so good. Cuba's some good bars in that one as well. I thought he was decent. I just noticed that the Ain't Got No Haters is going off the screen. Let me just move that real quick. Can You Dig It? Which I think just genuinely a very good song. I thought that was really good. 7 out of 10. Really good from Cube, this one. Next is... Oh, here it is. This is my new favourite track. This is my favourite track on the album. This is the one I have liked, which prompted me to look at this, was New Funkadelic. That New Funkadelic. And that was That New Funkadelic, which is easily my favourite song from the album. Absolutely fantastic. Just the beat, the Cube's lines, just absolutely perfect. Near perfect. 9 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic song. Next track is One for the Money. Now, and back into another one I don't know. I haven't heard this track before. So fingers crossed. It's going to stay up to date. Because we've not really... The worst we've had is, what, a 4? Which was on them pills. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. Oh, let's go on to the next one. That was very short. That was One for the Money. Not sure about that one, Chief. Not sure about that one. Yeah, it was a good beat, but I don't know. It just didn't. It felt, once again, really short. Quite an underbaked feeling song. I thought Cube just didn't quite see himself for that one. Kind of seemed out of place for him. Yeah, I think that's a 5. That's a drop. That's a drop after 3 solid songs in a row. We've kind of gone back down to a bit of a mediocre one, but anyway, we are now on Still in the Kitchen, which is I've not heard this one either. I think we've got, how many tracks we got there? 4? Yeah, 4. With Good Cop, Bad Cop on the end. That's the last track, which I'm sure a lot of people know that song. Hopefully, Still in the Kitchen can also try and get another 8 out of 10 or more. Yeah, not crazy about that one. That was Still in the Kitchen. Not crazy about that at all. Another feel, it felt underbaked again. It kind of felt like they rushed it, which is unfortunate. I didn't really enjoy and the chorus was not to my liking at all. The kind of stuttering they did to his voice and like that. Yeah, just I'm thinking give that 5 again. That's another 5. Unfortunate, to be quite honest. Next up is Non-Believers. We're getting there. We're almost done. Non-Believers. Hopefully we can get back to where we were. And that was Non-Believers, which was fine. I actually like that one. Bit of an improvement on the previous 2. Still nowhere near as good as some of the tracks we had on here, but the beat was decent. It kind of started really strong and then kind of wore off on me a little bit. But I thought Cube kept up with it a lot better in that song compared to the previous 2. I think that's a 6. I think that was a pretty good track. I thought that was fine. Next up is the title track itself. Everything's Corrupt. Let's see how this one goes. And that was Everything's Corrupt, the title track of the album. I had wondered why I had not heard that track before. I was very confused by that, but that made sense because it was very average. I was very unimpressed by that one. Cube was fine, actually. Cube's rapping was fine, but once again, the beat on it was just kind of all over the place. Didn't really seem to match. I don't think it was a bit too like overblown for what Cube was talking about. I don't know. It just kind of felt a bit like strange. Last track though, Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is a fucking banger, to be quite honest. Absolute banger track. And that there, right at the end, was Good Cop, Bad Cop. What a finish. I mean, what a finishing track that is. Such a good track from Ice Cube. That was the first track I'd heard from this album, and it's so good, man. It's so good. Really, like, really important song, really, like, in terms of commentary, but the fact that it's the production and Ice Cube's bars are so good as well. It's just an absolute masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. 9 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic song. And that's it. That's the entire Ice Cube Everything's Corrupt album. Thanks for watching, guys. Overall, I think that's a good album. I think that's a really good album. There's 3 songs, 8 or above, which is really good. A few 7s in there, a few 6s. There's only 1 song below a 5. Like below average, which is really, really solid. Yeah, although it dipped near the end until we got to Good Cop, Bad Cop, still, I think, solid. Just a solid album. Absolutely fantastic. I'd highly recommend you go and listen to it yourselves. But thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.